Last time we have completed the acceleration. Can you see the screen? Yes. Okay. Hello. Yes. You mute your mics. Now we will solve one question that
Sir, we can't hear anything. Sir, can't hear you.
Sir, not able to hear you.
आता मॅथ्स मध्ये अल्जेब्रा आणि जॉमेट्री आता प्लीज तर अर्ध तुला पण बोलत बसून मी बायोलॉजी कंप्लीट करायला जातो प्लीज इकडे बोलत तू मोबाईल ठेव तिकडं झालं बोलणार प्लीज थोडा वेळ झाला होता ओनली हाफ
now
पण
can you hear me?
ओके
Yes, sir.
ऑनलाईन चालू झाले रे
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you hear me? Okay. Yes, Akash. So, yes. Okay. I'll share the screen. The question is, a car travels a distance of 200 kilometers from Delhi to Ambala towards north in 5 hours. Calculate speed. So we have to calculate the speed, and speed is distance traveled by time taken, and distance is 200 kilometers divided by 5, so 40 kilometer hours. So now, and the next question is the what is the velocity? Velocity is displacement by time taken, and displacement here is also 200 kilometer and time is 5, so answer is 440 kilometer per hour. So in both speed and velocity is same in this question. Any doubt? Otherwise we will go with the another question. Okay, the another question is a bus cover a distance of 250 kilometer from Delhi to Jaipur towards west in 5 hours in the morning and return to Delhi in the evening covering the same distance of 250 kilometer in the same time of 5 hours. Find the average speed. Tell me, what is the average speed? So average speed is total distance covered by time taken. So total distance is how much? 250 kilometer plus 250 kilometer divided by in 5 plus 5. So 500 divided 10 hours. So 10, so 50 kilometer per hour. So you people calculate the another question. This A is I calculated. So you calculate B and tell me the answer. Tell me the answer for the B. 0, 0. Okay. Aman, Tasneem, Mukund, Akash, Parnav is the answer is only 0. Okay. Someone can say that this is the right answer or wrong? Aditya Patel, no. 50. How is 50? Right. No. You know, suppose this question have a 4 marks. Okay. 2 marks in this. So you say 50 kilometer per hour. So you got 2 marks. Here, if you put only 0, you may get 1 mark or maybe 0 marks. Why? 0 kilometer hour. This is the answer. Okay. Always use the unit. It's not a mathematics that every time just you put 0, 2, 5, only the numerical value. Always you use the unit. Why? Okay. Okay. Now you understand? So total displacement is 250 minus 250 and 5 plus 5. Why I put it minus 250? Because it goes 250 and then it return back in the negative in the back of this direction. So minus 250. So 0 by 10 and 0 kilometer hour. Any doubt on this? No. Okay. Now we will say acceleration. Great. Acceleration of a body is defined as the rate of change of its velocity with time. Okay. What is the meaning of that? Means if any change in velocity, suppose this is a bicycle. If maybe here it's 2 kilometer and there from this point this velocity is 4 kilometer. So whenever we change the velocity by the time, that is called acceleration. Okay, it's like a when you start your car and you are increasing your speed, that means you are accelerate your speed, accelerate your velocity. Okay, so acceleration we can say final velocity minus initial velocity is a time taken. Okay, now I'll explain you in more detail. Like acceleration, we are denoted by A. Okay, so final velocity denoted by V. Initial velocity. Initial velocity is we denoted by U. Okay, and time taken by T. So think if like a when this car or bus is in the initial position, it's not started. Engine is started, but it's not running, moving. Then what is the velocity? That is called, we said, is a U, is the initial velocity. When it's moved and then when it reach here, then we can say its velocity is V, is the final velocity. So then we can say acceleration is V minus U by T, right? So this is called acceleration. Now we come to the unit. Can you tell me the unit of the velocity? Meter per second. No, this is meter per second per second. That means this is the acceleration. I said I asked velocity of this velocity meter per second divided by second. So this meter per second and we can say meter per second square, or we can write like this. So you can use any one of that. unit for the acceleration. Okay, so meter per second, or you can say meter per second square. Okay, so normally we are using this way or this way. Sometimes in the multiple type of questions we can ask, we can write this way or we can write this way. So this s minus 2 means, what is the meaning of this? Okay, clear? Any doubt on this? Okay. Now we say uniform acceleration. What is the uniform acceleration? Uniform acceleration means a body has a uniform acceleration if it travels in a straight line and its velocity is increased by equal amount of equal interval of time. What is the meaning of that? So if this car have a velocity and is increases by this velocity in the same time, this same velocity increase by the same time and this increase in the same time, so this is called uniform acceleration. A body has a uniform acceleration if it travel in a straight line and its velocity increase by equal amount in equal interval of time. Or we can say that a body has a uniform acceleration if its velocity changes at uniform rate. Uniform rate means same number of velocity, like it's a 4 meter per second, and this is also 4 meter per second, that's 4 meter per second. So this is, and then same direction. Okay, that is called uniform acceleration. I'll give you the example. Okay, did not understand. Like, when a car is moving, there is a two ways. We have, suppose this is the total distance. Here my velocity is 4 kilometer per hour. In this, in one hour, this velocity. Second hour also 4 kilometer. Third hour also same in 1 hour. Next 1 hour is 4 kilometer, is the 4 kilometer. Another is another. So here is 4 kilometer. So here is 4 plus 4, 8 kilometer. Here 8 plus 4 increasing, so 12. Here increasing 16. So but how much increase? 4 from here to here 4 kilometer, from here to here 4 kilometer in hours. So if you see the graph is like that. Here is the velocity and the time. So you can see this is the increase, this much of increase in the same time, and this is also increase in the same time, same velocity are increasing. Like the motion of freely falling body is an example of uniform acceleration motion. The motion of bicycle going down the slope of a road when the rider is not paddling and with resistance is negligible. So that is also the example of the uniform acceleration. The motion of ball rolling down in inclined plane. Okay. Suppose this is an inclined plane. Right. Now is ball is. You can see that here the velocity is little less, and when it goes down velocity is more. and again velocity is more, so it's a uniform velocity, increasing the velocity with the time. That is called uniform acceleration. Shown you the one graph. This is the if velocity over time. So this is also, if you draw the graph like a, I'll give you the another velocity time. If a 2 1, another 2 4, another 6 3 8 4. Okay, so if you I'll put here, put the value 2 4 6 8. So 8 6 4 2. Here I'll take 1 2 3 4. This is a time in hours. Okay, this I'll put in kilometers. So 2 and 1, this is the point. Another 2 and 4, this is the point. 3 and 6, this is the point. 4 and 8, this is the point. If you meet, this is the, so this is called uniform acceleration. Okay, now you understood. Any doubt on this? Good. Same way, it is a non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration is just opposite, that a body has non-uniform acceleration if its velocity increase by unequal amount in equal interval of times. If we can say the graph is like this way, means because last time you easily understood from the graph, suppose 2 in 1 hour, then another 4 in 1.5 hours, and 6 is 2 hours. So if you draw the graph 2 4 6, 2 4 6, 1 hour and 2 hour and 1.5. So here 4 is here and 6 is here. So you see the graph is like this in curve shape. So this is called non-uniform. Yeah, what if the time interval is also unequal? If it's a time interval, means, you know, what we are saying, if time interval, you can calculate based on the time interval, or this. It should be if it is in the same, if like a 1, 1.5. But if it is like a here is 3, that means is a equal. 1, 1.5, and you can say 2, 3, and then say 4. Then is a equal. So it's a uniform. But if you say 2, 4, I'll take another pen. Okay. Yeah. If we say 2, 4, 6, and interval is same, okay, then we can say this is a in black pen, then it's a non-uniform. Red pen, if it 2, 3, 4 is a, and 1, 1.5, so is a uniform. Now another, as you said, time interval is different. Vt, now 1. then 3, and 5 or 6. We'll say 6. One is 2. Now, if it is a 3, that means it should be 6. If it is not 6, it may be 7. And is a non-uniform. And 6, that means if it's a 12, then is a uniform. But if it's not 12, then is a non-uniform. Okay, Tasneem, understand? Okay, good. Now, if I'll ask that, we know that if this car is moving and increasing the speed or velocity, increasing the velocity, then we are saying accelerating. Now, at a some time, it tried to, the person or driver is pushing the brake, okay, and after some times it is stopped. Stop is not like that, just you put the brake and the car will stop. No, car is also take some time and then stop. What is called? Or we can, I am asking, what is the opposite of the acceleration? That is called retardation. 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 So acceleration is, one is positive acceleration, and this is called acceleration, and another acceleration is negative acceleration, and that is called retardation. So when the car is moving and after some time it's a stop, so this is, so here is the initial velocity, maybe the 4 kilometer or whatever kilometer hour, and the final velocity is 0. Okay, so this is meaning, what is the meaning of this? This is retardation. Okay, I'll explain you again. Yeah. So acceleration is, one is the positive acceleration and another is the negative acceleration. So when you increase the speed, that is called positive acceleration. When you stop, this car is moving with the 4 kilometer per hour. Okay, now he's putting the brake, and then after some times its final velocity is 0 kilometer because it stopped. So this is like in the graph is like here 4 kilometer, and after 2 seconds it stopped and then it comes 0. So this is called retardation. Tasneem. Yes, but how will final velocity, when, what is the velocity? Because the velocity is, if car is not moving, that means it's 0. What is the initial velocity? When the car is on rest, that means its initial velocity is 0. Now I am saying that car is moving and now after 2 seconds it stopped. So what is the final velocity? It's 0. I already added all are here. Okay. So, okay. Any doubt? So I explain you acceleration, retardation. Okay. Now I'll take a so here again yeah. So average velocity is same like a initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2. So means initial velocity is u plus v by 2 is the average velocity. Average velocity. A driver decreased the speed of a car from 25 kilometer to 25 meter per second to 10 meters second in 5 seconds. Find the acceleration of the car. So first, what is the u? Initial velocity is 25 meter per second. What is the v? 10 meter per second. Time t is 5 seconds. Okay. Okay. Now the formula of the acceleration is v minus u by t. V is 10 minus 25. Tasneem, see the answer. Then you understand 5 and is minus 15 by 5 and answer is minus 3 meter per second square. Okay. So we can say 3 meter per second square retardation, or we can say it is a retarded, or we can say minus 3 meter per second square. Okay. Any doubt on this? Because I have to complete your 3 equations today, and tomorrow I'll take some examples and graphs, so our chapter will be over. We have in this chapter there is a 3 equation. The first equation of the motion is v equal to u plus at. It gives the velocity acquired by a body in a time t. And how we are deriving this one, it's a very simple, that acceleration is v minus u by t, right? Now if we cross multiply by this, so it comes at plus v minus u, and it it will go here, then we can say u plus at equal to v, or we can say v equal to u plus at. Okay, this is a very useful equation, and this is the first equation, right? And what is the v? Is the final velocity, and u is the initial velocity. T is time taken, and A is acceleration. Any doubt on this? no doubt. Okay. Second equation is S equal to ut plus half at square. How we can derive this equation? Just see this one. It gives the distance traveled by a body in time t. Okay. We know that average velocity. What is average velocity? Explained before that, no? U plus v by 2, right? And now the distance, what is the distance is average velocity into time. So average velocity is u plus v by 2 into t, and v just we calculated u plus at. This is v equal to u plus at from the first equation into t, u plus u, 2u plus at into t equal to s, 2u 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 plus at square, or we can write that if we can divide it by 2, this is all by 2, no? This 2, this 2. So you can also write 2ut plus at square by 2, or we can write 2 to cancel, ut here half at square. So s equal to ut plus half at square. This is our second. Okay. Total, Tasneem, how is the distance is average with, okay. Just a minute. We know that distance traveled by time is velocity, right? Or distance traveled by velocity into time, right? Now I'm saying this velocity we can consider is the average velocity. Into time, and this is the distance traveled, right? Now average velocity is u plus v by 2 into time, right? Then in the first equation, what is that? U plus v equal to u plus at. This is from the first equation. We know that. Can we put the value of v is here? So u plus at into t divided by 2. There is a 1, 2. So we can write 2u plus at into t by 2. Okay. Then we can write 2ut plus at square by 2, or we can write 2ut by 2 plus 1 by 2 at square. 2 cancel, so ut plus half at square. This is S. Any doubt? Yeah, 2. Why 2? Because the yes, in the first step is very clear. V equal to u plus at. Remember, you this is the equation. We calculated now this one. So if we put this value of V here, u plus at, then it comes automatically. Okay, so square. Now, if we say multiply 2u into t is a multiplication now. 2u at t. Now 8t. If you multiply 2 by 2, you can write 2 square or you can write 4. Yeah, so is a distance or a displacement. So it's a distance traveled. So if we are talking about the S, that is the distance traveled by the body. Okay. So how much distance or we can say it's a displacement. So normally in these equations, we are talking about the distance. Okay. Yeah, normally in all the numericals, whenever we say uh, distance, whenever we say distance, that is actually is a displacement. Okay, and it is always denoted by S. This is the problem of the equations. Okay, so 1 and 2 equation we have already solved. Now, any doubt on this? Then we will go with the third equations. Okay, this is our third equation. So always you remember this equation 1, 2, 3. Tomorrow I'll ask about these equations. So you remember all these equations. So first equation, second equation is ut plus half at square, and first equation is v equal to u plus at. So from this equation, we can say at equal to v minus u and t is equal to v minus u by a, right? If we put this value of t in second equation, then s equal to u v minus u by a plus half a v minus u by a square. Is it okay? Second equation we calculated. This is second equation. This is the first equation. Now I put I'll I'll put u in the left hand side. So v minus u equal to 80 and cross multiplication, then v minus u a. Okay. This is the value of the t. In the second equation, okay, you understood? So we put the value of t. So if we calculate here, so first is uv u square plus a, okay, and here again, what is the formula of a minus b square? A square minus b, a square plus b minus 2ab. Same you can put here, v square plus u square minus 2vu and a square. Clear? Muhammad Ayan, yes, I did not understand. What you did not understand? As we are substitute the value of t. Okay, so s is ut plus half at square. So u is here, t we calculated and we put substitute the value of t. So v minus u by a. Here again at half a, and then we are substituting the value of t. T is v minus u by a and t is square, so it's we put the square. Then we multiply uv and u minus u square, and a is as it is, half a. B minus u square, what is the formula of a minus b whole square? A plus b square minus 2ab. So same, v square plus u square minus 2uv. Yeah, just give 2 minutes and then we'll solve this equation, and then we'll close today. So the answer is s equal to, then 2a square and 1a is cancelled, so is uv minus ua plus plus v square plus u square minus 2uv plus 2a. If we take the LCM, so 2uv minus 2u square plus v square minus u square 2uv. 2uv, this is cancel. 1 is cancel from here. So v square minus u square is 2a equal to s, and this cross multiply. So 2as equal to v square minus u square. Okay. Any doubt on this? Okay, good. So now you tell me one by one. If suppose body start from rest, what is the velocity, initial velocity? Zero. Okay, if the body comes to rest, what is the final velocity? Zero. If the body moves with a uniform velocity, what is the acceleration? Zero meter seconds. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Today we'll close on this, and tomorrow we'll start with some numerical on these three equations. You remember all these three equations, and hopefully tomorrow we will complete this chapter.